All right, so we thought that we would try and record. We usually do these meetups once a month at 7 o'clock Central on the third Wednesday of every month. And it varies. Sometimes it's just a handful of us like it is today. Sometimes many, many more. I always like when it's super intimate because I feel like we get to talk. But when it's a ton of people, it's also really fun because we get to see a lot of projects. This is super mellow. We just talk about what we're making. We grab the links, post them in the comments section so that we can all get started together if we want to, or just save them for later. Hello. So Jen, we were talking about a hat, and I would love if you would just share it again because we were not recording earlier.
Sure.
Other Jen, sorry, that was confusing. Jen Barron was talking before you jumped on. Okay.
So this is I finished this up in a couple of hours. This is the Portage Hat by Baroco. It's a free pattern through Ravelry. You get a link to the Baroco site, and it's got really cool cabling and an upturned brim, which actually, this is the bright side of the ribbing. They made you do a wrap and turn, which I thought was interesting to, then work on the other side and bring the ribbing up on the right side.
So you mean you just did a wrap and turn at the end of the round?
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And you made it in Montoya Merino?
I did make it in Montoya Merino. Is this the hat chili, maybe?
It's Granny's chili. I know there's
Granny's chili. Yep.
Which I should have just made enchilada sauce because most people don't know that's what that means, but that's what it means, enchilada sauce.
Enchilada. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I also used Montoya Merino because I think I went crazy during the first Block Builder of the Month club, and I bought a ton of Montoya Merino. So I also, maybe this is that still. I don't know which color this one is, but this is a little, what do they call it? Gap-eared flap. I have it written down.
Is that a like Rowan?
It's a little
from like 1990s.
No, it is. I will tell you. I have a notebook. Pearl Soho.
Oh, the pixie.
Yeah, it's called the Garter Ear Flap Hat.
It is cute.
It is. I made two. So this one's for the newborn, and I made the same color. I had the yarn to make the toddler size for his brother.
Oh, I love it. Are you already starting on gifts, or is it?
They just had the baby last week or 2 weeks ago, a coworker. And so, and then another coworker sent me that pattern, and I had all this, like I said, I have all this Montoya Merino I want to use, and found those two patterns to use the Aran weight wool.
Well, I love it. Speaking of babies, I'm like furiously checking the phone because my neighbor is now 42 weeks pregnant, which no woman should ever have to do.
Oh, no.
And it's not that she went in she had her first one like 3 weeks earlier. And normally so they've been ready for a minute. And she's like, still doing all the things. And so they said that she was like, okay, finally at 40, it's good. Yeah. Well, guess what? There's a shortage of beds and nurses right now. So they sent her home on Sunday. They scheduled her for induction for tomorrow, but already have canceled it because they're just taking people who are actually in labor. That is the seventh circle of hell is what that is.
That is horrible. Oh my gosh, 14 days late. Oh my goodness.
And
has anybody
and when you had your first baby early, so you're thinking
this will be easy.
Yeah. Anyways,
good grief.
What are you showing?
Has anybody bought the Zizzler?
No, that looks cool.
It is cool. It spins on its own. You put the skein in, or the wound up, cake in, and it goes on your arm. And as you're knitting, so you can walk around. I can't walk around with the sweater anymore, but you can walk around and it spins. It just spins off.
That's fascinating.
It's this couple, this family, I think in Sweden. I'll try and find the detail and put it up. Their father, when they were younger, he made something like this for their mom because she always knit. They had 6 kids, and she was running around and always wanted to knit and be with the kids as well. So he made this for her, and after he died, They found it and made the prototype. So this comes out, the bottom comes out, and that's how you get the skein on, or the cake on. And so they found it and they said, why don't we find a company that'll make these for us? And it's a tribute to their dad and their mom. And it is really cool.
That's amazing. And you know that, like, you know, cut to 10 years from now, there's going to be all kinds of bedazzled like bangles and
Yeah.
you know, it's going to come in rose
Yeah.
gold. It's going to be all that's amazing.
Now I'm thinking I need to do that. I think that might be my invention.
the Zindel, is that what you said?
Zizzler, I want to say.
Zizzler.
Like Twizzler, but Zizzler. I got to look it up.
Okay. No, that's
So
really
yeah, I immediately gave the website to my husband, and that was one of the gifts for the birthday.
What did you do? So for those of you that came on late, Jen just turned the big 5-0. What did you
Thanks for telling everybody now that it's recorded.
Look, it is not
I own it.
it is not easy to get through this life. And you have like leveled up to 50. Like I'm almost there myself, and I'm planning on owning it.
I own it. You're right. You're right.
It's fine.
I mean, we've been climbing the hill for so long. Aren't you ready to just sort of like
Yeah.
cruise
Now I can
a little
coast
bit?
and get my Denny's discount.
Exactly, the Denny's discount. I'm gonna start going to Denny's again just for the discount.
Exactly. What was that? This Rudy Tooty Fresh and Pretty, was that Denny's or was that another one? The Grand Slam is Denny's. The Grand Slam.
The other one is IHOP.
That's it. That's it.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you though. What did you end up doing?
I went down to see my family, and there's a yarn store there. So I went there and got my yarn for the Twists and Turns Mystery Knit Along for Stephen West, which starts next month. So
Oh, I'm
was
doing that too.
exciting. Yeah, I got gift cards to that yarn store so I could go get it. So that was really cool. But the biggest thing was my uncle flew in from Atlanta and surprised me.
Oh, that's so
I had no idea he was coming, and I haven't seen him in like 3 years. So it was
that's
super
lovely.
special. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, and I love the
Thank you. Thank you.
Kristen, what are you working on?
I am finally, after 5 years of all the pieces being done, sewing together a cardigan.
Okay.
So I'm working on the second sleeve right now. I'm almost done with the around the arm, and then I'll do the underarm seam. And then all I'll have to do is the cabled, it's not exactly a button band. I can't, let me see if I can get the light over here a little better. No. Yeah, this light is not cooperating today. And oh, there we go. There we go.
Wow.
So it's called the Dialla Cardigan. It's a Knit Picks, one of their books. Let me see, it's buried under here. So it's from Celtic Journey. And then it's the one on the cover. And I saw it and fell in love with it and knew I needed to make it, but I'm not a green person, I'm a blue person. So, and then it really goes together oddly. It has a medallion, the center back.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
And so and then there's a waistband that starts it. And then you go down from the waistband, and then you go up from the waistband to do the back. And you see the schematic here.
oh. So
Yeah.
what you're showing us was the waistband, or no?
No, that was the
That's
neckband.
Okay.
Yeah, around the neck and front of the cardigan. So like I said, I started this in 2017, knit all the pieces and put it away.
What
Because
what made you do that? Because you've been working on many sweaters since then.
I hate sewing things together.
Okay, fair.
I am a seamless knitter, if at all possible. I'm trying to get that. There we go.
Yeah.
And that was about when my mom was diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And I was taking care of her here at home.
Yeah. and seaming, yeah, too many things.
And I didn't have any place to lay it out and block it really, because you were supposed to block the pieces first to size and blah 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 blah. So finally, when my sister-in-law was here on Saturday morning, after going to the sunrise at the river, because I'm a mile from the Detroit River, she helped me do all the pinning out of the pieces so that I needed to do, just basically the sleeves and the neck and front band.
Yeah.
So that's done finally after 5 years.
Good.
And so I've been working on sewing it together.
It will be worth it.
Yeah.
It will be, although it's in a size smaller than what I would have made it now.
You know what? Wear it over your shoulders.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
Exactly. So I'll wear it anyway, and I'm trying to do this so that you guys don't get a glare and I can still see. Yeah. So fun.
Good job. And it sounds like you're feeling better than last month.
Yes. Well, I wound up with COVID again. Yeah, so that was my third COVID rodeo. I just didn't know it at the time. And no, wait a minute. That was later. But yeah, no, I wound up getting COVID again, and I had that first week of September, but I am still exhausted.
Yeah.
But it's my third time having it. I have long COVID. And so I was exhausted anyway from having it back in May. Oh, and here comes the cat.
Yeah.
She's a little black cat, and she's like, oh, there's knitting.
Yeah.
You can lay on the knitting and make mom pay attention to me.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So doing a lot better. Can't wait to get the Halloween box.
Oh my gosh. They're
Friday.
they're so good. They make me so happy. Almost all of them shipped on Tuesday, and then we realized that we needed more patterns printed, so the rest will ship tomorrow when we go in. So
Okay.
so they are on their way.
Okay.
Did you
And
get you got the knit version, I'm assuming?
Yes, I got the knit version. Yeah, and this is Umbreon. She is my little black cat with a little white bow right here. And yep, she is taking residence up on the sweater.
Yeah. That's what
So,
they do. That's what they
yeah,
do.
it is.
Well, make sure and share pictures of I'm excited to see people make Tanis's cowl.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to
love
wear
that
it trick
cowl.
or treating
Yeah.
with my son, because I think this will be the last year he can go. He is so tall.
You know, I think rules are different now.
They are. They
It's
are.
not like with us, like when we were growing up, it was like you had to say that you were 13 max. 12 would actually, we said 12. We said we were 12 until we were like 15, and parents
Yeah.
were like looking down their noses. But now
Mhm.
parents are like, it's cool, like we'd rather have you here. You know, it's different.
That's very true. That's very true. We do get quite a few teenagers, but yeah, although he peters out quicker now than he did when he was little.
Oh, of course.
It's like an hour, I'm
The
done. I want
magic
to come
is-
home.
the magic is
I'll
gone.
hand out the candy.
Yeah. I mean, when they're bigger, they can have candy more often or even whenever they want. So the magic is gone.
Yep, exactly.
Uh, Elizabeth, what are you working on?
Hello,
Hi.
I am kind of multitasking right now. I just finished the September hat.
Great job. Great job.
So
Now slouch it. Go like this.
slouch it like,
So
yeah,
one here. I don't know if I have one here. So you put it on, but then you just take in the back.
so it's supposed to be loose.
Yeah, because if you made the longer one, yeah. It's supposed
I made the smallest size, but it's,
No, but there was an option to keep going for a slouchy. Yeah, so you want it to be like it fits right here, but then you slouch it, like you scrunch it, almost like you have like curly hair or whatever.
oh, okay.
There, and that pulls that back. It gives it like a little like ruching under here, and then it has it fit there.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
That looks good.
So my goal was to finish it because, you know, in school, the kids are like, wait a minute, you just started that last week. I was like, I know, aren't I excited? And so that, and then I am working on some finishing of the, okay. It was the anniversary box where you made the purse, the third anniversary box where you made the purse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I took the pride box from last year and this year and took the primary.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah.
And I am seaming it together. So it looks like this on one side and this on another.
That's fun.
So, and then I need to decide, do I want it to open up because of the size of it? And I could not, like, I tried to block it and I just couldn't get it straight enough. But
What-
should I?
What was your question?
No, I was blocking it, but I just
Yeah.
don't think I got it as even as I would have liked it to have been.
Do you have blocking wires?
Oh, well, yeah, and then block it again after.
Yeah, that will be true. So I'm deciding, should I have it be long like this? Because I want it to be a pencil case for my nephew.
Yeah.
Should I have, well, I should say wide or long. I'm thinking I want to have it go this way.
I like wide, but whatever
Yeah.
makes your whole heart happy.
Landscape. I vote landscape.
Thank you, landscape. That's it, landscape it is. So then I'm just gonna, need to start going through some of the boxes since I have like 20 of them I haven't done. And I am thinking I was gonna do last September's hat pattern.
For what? Oh, just to
For
make
hat.
it from the box.
Pardon me?
That is my favorite hat pattern
Is it,
Really?
okay,
of all times. Yeah.
It's a good, yeah, it's a solid, just go to hat pattern. Chris, would you mind putting in the link in the chat for the jacquard bag that I think was called Cheers or something like that,
Yep.
or Cheerful or something. And then,
3 cheers for zippered bags? This one?
well, that was, no, but the actual pattern, the knitting pattern, like that's the booklet, but then
Okay.
inside they each have a name. I know. And
Here's
sometimes-
zippered pouch, yeah.
yeah, and sometimes I name them things that are too similar. I've tried to stop doing that because then we can't remember.
Mhm.
It's a hot mess. But anyways, we'll put that there. And if people are watching later, I don't know if it records the chat, but all of the links, we post them in the group, in the Facebook group. And that hat pattern by itself should also be up, Chris, because I think we finally sold out. Tomorrow's our last day of the super summer sale. So if anybody wants to stock up on like last call boxes for gifts for people or whatever, they're only $20 right now,
Mhm.
and all of the things. Okay, so you're gonna make that hat.
What was the name of that hat?
Ooh,
Let's see. It is called Ski Bum Hat.
all right, and then the other one's Ski Bunny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. All right. Good memory. Yes, I'm doing that. I'm looking for a project that I can carry on the plane with me when I go to Morocco next month.
Oh, I forgot, it's happening soon.
It's happening. Yes, next time I see y'all, it will be done, which is kind of weird. So,
I think everybody but Jen, not Jen Barron. Jen, what's your last name? The other Jen. Jen with the glasses.
Immer?
Okay, so I don't think you were here last month. I think you were here the month before, but if not, then ignore me. Elizabeth is going on a retreat, a Pilates retreat in Morocco, because that's how you retire.
Wow, okay.
yep. So camel
That's
rides
awesome.
and cooking classes and
Wow.
we'll
Do
see.
you? That's awesome.
I'd watch that movie.
Right?
I would.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's fabulous. It's a fabulous opportunity.
wow. Can't
But
wait.
yes, that's why we retire. It's like, I couldn't do this, you know?
I know. I'm finally taking some time off, and I find it exciting. I just got a membership to the local gardens, but you kind of win on this one.
Yeah. Well,
That's great that you're gonna get to take some time too.
yeah. So, yeah, so just trying to, I'm really just trying to be determined and go through boxes and
I am eyeing a couple of you at least have sweatshirts or jackets on. Is that
Mhm.
because it's cool enough, or is it just in your house that it's cool enough?
it's cool enough here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 60 degrees in Boston.
It'll be 63 here in Detroit tomorrow. Today it was 90.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
Yeah, the same
yeah,
here near
it's better weather
Chicago,
tomorrow. Yay!
for sure. Can't wait to open up the windows.
It's gonna be another week of triple digits here.
Oh my
in,
God.
I heard you might hit a record for this late in the year. Or is it all records every day now?
Yeah,
Kind of.
that one.
Yeah.
Vicky, you're in LA, right?
No, Austin. I'm
Oh,
from
okay.
LA. I'm from LA, but I've been in Austin for almost 20.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're speaking of Chicago, Chris and I are going to Chicago for a retreat for a knitting group that we've been in for, it's our 20-year anniversary.
Incredible.
Is there anything that we should make sure to see? I mean, we mostly are just gonna drink and knit and like laze about,
Yeah.
but we like to have an outing, like maybe go out to dinner once and maybe go to a thing.
I am going, one of my birthday gifts is next week. It's called like Drunk Shakespeare. I don't know what this is about, and I haven't looked it up yet, but everybody who looks it up
Taking notes, yes.
thinks it's gonna be the coolest thing in the world. Let me grab, my husband made me a little postcard. Let me grab it.
That sounds promising. Claudia would love that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Gotta remember that
I think a lot of people might like that.
Where's the Drunk Shakespeare postcard? Oh, it's on the fridge. It would have bit me. Yeah, that's what it's called. Drunk Shakespeare. It's at the Lion Theater. Yeah. So
Or is the cast drunk? I have questions.
Lion, Lion.
Yeah.
And I guess these people like drink whiskey or something, and then they're given the play part to do, and they try and do Shakespeare after they've been drinking. And I guess it's pretty interactive. I don't know if anybody else went to like Tony and Tina's wedding when that was out.
Oh yeah.
Way back in the day. I'm showing my age again.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Sopranos wedding.
Yes. So it's supposed to be pretty intimate and interactive too with the audience. So look it up. I'm going next
I've
week.
heard
I
of
will
it.
let you know.
If they're serving the audience. That's my key question.
I have a feeling it is 21 and over only. So yes.
Write it down, Chris. Write it down.
I got a hard note written on that. Putting that on the
And
calendar.
if you get a chance too, we went and saw the interactive Van Gogh, and they have other interactive. I think I don't think it's not Renoir. It's the other guy, Degas.
Yes.
They have interactive, and you go and you're like immersed in wall to wall paintings and music from that artist, and that is really, really cool. So if you just look up immersive Van Gogh, I think it'll take you to what's actually happening now.
Trip is planned. Done.
There you go. Drunk Shakespeare and Van Gogh. It's culture. You guys are
That's
getting
a
cultured.
weekend,
We
right?
go. Humanities, college level class in 2 weeks, and
There you go.
Let's see, where were we? Chris, you haven't shared what you're wearing.
Oh, I'm bringing back the crochet.
Yeah,
So
that's a good
pretty.
pattern.
Beautiful.
I really enjoyed making this. It is called Spiegel, which in German evidently means mirror. It's a really nice boomerang, but the pattern on one side of the spine is solid with little fillet, and on the other side it's little fillet with little solids.
I really like that a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
It lives
I
up to
enjoyed
its
making it.
name, Mirror. I like the size.
Yeah.
And it's one of those patterns that's written for any yarn, any gauge, which we also like.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. King Spiegel.
Mm,
I dig
if
it.
I'm saying that correctly.
I mean,
And this is one of those rare times where currently I am not knitting or crocheting anything because I am quilting.
what? When
This
was the last time you did that?
you know, I do it all, right?
Right. But when was the last time you did that? I know you
Oh,
do it all.
and it's probably been a year since I've done a quilt. I made a jacket earlier in the summer, and then of course it got hot.
Right. But you know what? That trend is still strong. The quilt jacket is here to stay. In fact, I just got this. It's pretty much a bedspread. I just got this fabric to make a quilt jacket myself for the,
Love it.
I just need to find the pattern because the big boxy ones in this don't work when you're my height without a torso. So I need to find
Yeah.
something.
Well, I made the Wixton jacket that like everybody and their uncle has made.
Is that what I made in the gray fabric from Merchant?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Is that, does it have kind of like the sleeve that,
Kind of a kimono sleeve.
I didn't know if we were calling them that anymore.
I think you can say that if it's that shape, like a rounded shawl collar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess I could do that with this. There's a couple cute, like a little bit more tailored ones that I was thinking about too. I'll have to check it out. Do you have anything quilty you can show? Because why not?
Not really.
No, okay.
Probably later this evening, I'll get the final rows of the top done. It's like a throw quilt. It's, if you're a fabric person, it's National Jelly Roll Week.
Oh, is that right?
Promotion for making things with jelly rolls. And I bought this fabric at the beginning of the pandemic to make a gift for my great nephew. And he just turned 4, and I'm like, I think I got to get that done.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
But it's going to be cute.
So Chris, you were making a sweater. You were designing a sweater last month.
Yeah. Where are you at on that, Chris?
I am.
Where's the pattern?
The pattern is in draft and is getting ready to go to tech editors.
I think we planned on releasing that in October. Is that right? Or did we say November?
I don't really remember. You're going to get an email from me tomorrow asking you.
I think we were aiming for October, but we said that if it didn't happen, because we're one of our tech editors has COVID right now, and all the things. So did you know that? Did you know Chaitanya has? Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah, she went to Paris for day job, got COVID, has been in bed. So
we're looking forward to it.
yeah, so me too. He's making it in my size, so
It's
Hope travels
cute.
better soon.
no, it's gonna be cute. And we're supposed to be releasing that. We're supposed to this Saturday be releasing like a patchwork, speaking of, well, not really quilts, but that whole patchwork trend, a shrug that's all like mitered squares. But I haven't seen, it's been radio silence on whether or not that's done. So if it's not released this Saturday, it'll be in another week. So, and that's all with the Aran weight. We're trying to, do some stuff back there now that it's allegedly cooling off.
We're trying to get the weather to cool. Yeah.
Chris, you should go get your quilt jacket since we've got time and it's only us to show. And then while you're doing that, other Jen, what are you working on?
I am trying to. Well, I finished this one recently. This is something I designed for kind of Halloween.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so cool.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And I'm trying to warm up for the Westnet's MCAL by making the Fantastitch. So here, colors.
That's amazing. Excuse me.
Thank you. And here are the colors I've got picked out for it, at least for now. I'm just prone to changing my mind all the time. So
That pink is so good. So
yeah, so excited about it.
let's see.
Hmm?
So you guys are all about to work on the same make along, right?
Yes.
What's it called?
Twists and
Twists
turns.
and turns.
Okay, I'm gonna pull that
I'm
up.
worried about all the cables.
Twisty turny.
How do you know about all the cables?
It's
Did
on
he-
the materials list.
Okay.
So yeah, that part is not a surprise. They said yeah, there
Oh,
will
because
be
there's a cable needle called for.
yeah.
I mean, I will say, you never know what it's for.
You know what? You
Like-
could be right
That
because
is true.
I was thinking they were either gonna they might be massive cables because he does teach a technique that he promotes with cabling without a needle. So I think there might be an element of that of using it for something different.
I was totally going to try and get I was going to screen share and show a picture of the garment. Oh, it's a mystery knit along. Never mind. It's the thing that you just were talking about. And
Yeah.
oh, so he does this. He only does this annually. I feel like he's always got a knit along going on.
Yeah, there's like the hybrid knit along. Right,
Maybe
that happens in
maybe he only
winter.
does one mystery one. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's always a shawl, I believe. So last year I went crazy with my colors. I did the neon pinks, neon
Yes.
yellow, and it was
too.
so cool for showography. It's a little
Yes.
obnoxious, quite frankly, but I love it. So this year I went with browns and creams
Oh, nice.
and a red as a pop.
So this is where the
Oh.
intel is coming from.
Yeah.
Mhm. So hopefully no spoilers there. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Cables are
But
just.
then
just
but also,
oh,
is this a pom pom maker?
If you order, he put
Maker?
together a bunch of kits. And if you order the yarn from him in Amsterdam, you get the bag and the pom-pom. No, that's a gauge, actually. That is a needle gauge thing. It's like split open and you stick your needle in. Yeah, isn't that different?
I mean, it's a lot easier to make. Chris and I've been
Oh.
trying to make one on the Glow Forge for like 6 months, and like we can't get the holes to be the right.
Wait, why? What happened?
Chris and Jen, I need you guys to connect about this because we can't.
True, we do.
Yeah, I'm happy to help because I've made gauges before. Like I
So
mean, I
the
was
ruler
wearing
type,
this today.
the ruler,
is-
okay, because there's so many things that we like. I would have done Halloween ones because I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see the silly little like plastic
The wall
print?
hangings.
Yeah, did you guys see?
I love those.
So I'll show you guys, the rest of you.
Those were fun.
I want to start. We've had this machine for a year, but there just hasn't been a ton of time, and I don't know anything about how to do the artwork. So I usually get my son to come. Like he comes like on a Saturday morning, and we'll sit down and I'll walk him through things. Or Chris, like when we need stuff done in a more timely manner, Chris will jump on if he's not doing 12 other things. And so, I totally forgot I was still sharing my screen. Sorry. So yes. So these are the little things that we have a limited amount of, and they're really fun to use up scraps on, but also try different edgings on, just to experiment.
Mm.
Like this is a knit fringe, which I should have to do on Ask Me Monday, but just applied I-cord for that one. But even I think it would be super cute to do a teeny tiny mini quilt, like a little bat or a little something, and use this as the hanger.
Mhm.
But anyways, I digress. So we're trying to do a bunch more things, but that was probably 6 months ago. We were planning on doing needle gauge because we should have those in the shop, and we must have done what 10 different prints.
Yeah.
That's so straight. Yeah, if you need help, just let me know. Because I've done like a bunch of them. I just I make a circle and set the millimeter size in Illustrator, and it usually comes out.
Yeah. The biggest issue for us is that we're in different states.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I do the artwork and send it to Vicky, and she makes it and goes, this one is right and this one isn't.
Oh, interesting.
So,
So we'll figure it out.
so yes, we could absolutely use your help.
All right, before I melt,
Oh,
Oh, look
Here.
at you.
What?
it's cute. Have I seen that?
Love it.
I don't know. So it's this Japanese fabric. It has a contrasting
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Oh,
lining.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna put
Oh.
the pattern, the,
Ignore the fact that I'm wearing shorts. It has pockets.
oh, wait,
Very cool.
stand
was
up. again.
expecting-
Sorry, I was looking at something else because I was getting a link. Will you stand up again? I want to see if that's the one I made too. So
It just,
That is-
I mean, it comes in, I don't know, 5 different lengths.
I don't think
I
that's the one I made. Because
I
your
love
sleeves
that.
are straighter. I don't know. Now I need to
These
run
flare
that.
out- These are cut like straight.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to run down and get mine.
I know Kristen and Tiffany have made it, right?
Yeah, but that could be any one of like 1,000 projects. They're both sewing machines. What's it called again? The
Wixton jacket.
Wixton unfolding jack. Oh, this is the one that was renamed.
Yes.
It's not, that is not the one I made, but I'm gonna put it in a link in the chat so people can see it if they want. Does anybody else who's here sew?
poorly.
Well, I mean, that counts.
I've been sewing almost as long as I've been knitting. And I've got a huge, my sister and I used to sew and quilt together, and my mom as well. I've got her huge sewing table that like keeps folding out so that you
Yeah.
can lay a whole quilt top on it and do it downstairs. It's like the sewing table is too big for me because if I do a quilt top, it's a baby quilt, and I haven't done one in like 20 years now. I used to sew all my husband's scrubs because he couldn't, at the time, we thought he couldn't tolerate polyester material at all.
Is that the only thing? that
And, and I used to do a lot of like home decorating type
Yeah.
curtains and things like that. And, a lot of garment sewing, but yeah, it's been years since I've really seriously sewed.
Actually, one of my favorite things I've ever showed. I happen to have it next to me.
Oh, I love it. Is that?
It's so fun. Look at
It's
that.
like
Look at that fabric.
So
Like
cool.
this vintage knitting caddies, and then I put the Nintendo and Super Mario fabric over.
Oh, that is super cute. So there's
Really
a
fun to do.
Love it.
pattern for one of those. Did you just use a vintage pattern?
What was that?
Did you just use a vintage pattern?
I just kind of freehanded. I bought a vintage like a yarn caddy, and then I kind of I measured it, and then I took it off, like it's kind of like reupholstering.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
yeah.
just kind of built around it.
There's, if any of you have the Spoonflower book, the second one that Anda Corey wrote, she has a pattern for one of those there. It's on my,
Oh,
yeah.
ooh, that'll save me a lot of time.
That's a great book too. It's the second book. It's not the one that has a bunch of profiles in it. Anyways. Okay, love it. Gio, lay it on us.
Hi. Well, I am struggling currently with the Latvian braid from this show.
Did you say you were struggling or you're
Yeah, a bit. I'm
good.
almost.
Looks awesome.
I mean, it looks great. What's the issue?
I have a yarn barb, so I'm trying to twist and at the same time fighting with a bit of yarn barb. So I'm almost done. So I need to untangle some of the yarn because it was a lot of mess. I didn't notice that I have that happening. And I'm going to leave this one here. And I'm working also on this blanket.
Wow.
This
I
is
love
the
that.
Oh, that's
That's
so
so cool.
amazing.
Gorgeous.
What pattern is
Calming
that?
Comfort. Calming Comfort from the Crochet Crown from Mickey. This is the one that
Beautiful.
Crochet
I'm
crown,
doing. And
blanket.
this is the
Oh, was this there?
studio text.
Get a stitch so long.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I'm also doing this one.
Oh my goodness. So cool.
Beautiful
The studio
colors.
texture. And this one that I'm on halfway.
Oh,
Really nice.
wow.
I really like that one.
I like that.
And just finish this one.
That's so
Oh,
fun.
pretty.
That's gorgeous.
And this one is also done.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's lovely.
Yeah. That has been my month for now.
I made a hat. Agree. That's fantastic.
So good.
Thanks.
Wonderful.
This is the book I was talking about. Wait, I can't see myself, so I don't know if I'm showing it to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I still had the postcard in it too, because I really was planning on making it. So
that's
she
so
even
cool.
like, yeah, so she shows you how to make the actual like frame and everything.
Very cool.
That's
That is
awesome.
very cool because my mom actually had one of those knitting baskets, and the bottom runs on either side both like snapped.
Oh,
And so, yeah, that's got like, the pattern for the frame too. That's pretty cool.
It's a great little book, like you could, seat cushions, and of course it's spoon flowers so that you can make it however you want. But she even shows you how to make a little frame for if you want to do a little tent for kids. It's very sweet. So I recommend this book. We actually featured it the first year of YarnYAY. We featured it. We teamed up with them and we actually did kits for little pin cushions that she designed and printed, and then we had postcards to go with it. So I haven't looked at that in a minute, but yeah, that's that. Okay, I think the only person we have not heard from yet is Lori. Lori, do you want to share?
So I'm doing, it's like a beaded mini scarf, and it looks pretty wonky right now because it has a diagonal end, but it's fun with the beads right there.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
there's another, then there's another row of beads, and then you just knit a lot, and it's done in 2 pieces. So
This looks like a Laura Nelkin. Is that a Laura Nelkin?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it came in a kit, and she said, if you want to get the most out of your yarn, weigh your yarn and divide it in 2 and then stop when you get to half.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I'm like 10% under what it said on the package. So I was kind of, I'm just going to make this as a practice one, give it to a kid. But I'd like to make another one because she had some with blue beads that looked really cute.
What's the name of it?
It's called Crayola. It's her smaller kit club for this month, I think. Might have been last month. But yeah, it's
how many clubs per month does she have?
2. There's the Lola's Choice, which is like smaller kits, but they're not per month. I think Lola's Choice is every other month, then the N Club is 1 per quarter. And I'm still struggling with the last N Club. I'm not sure if I've ever finished an N Club project, but I'm determined to finish this one. So
I don't know what that means. Are they bigger?
that's just, Yeah, they're bigger.
Okay.
Like the one I'm working on right now, it's like this big shawl and it has these big shells in it with beads, and I got like to a certain point and then I'm so afraid I'm going to mess it up. I have like 5 lifelines in there, and so I put it aside for a while to make the little one.
Well, it's beautiful. I mean, even if you just frame it, it's really pretty.
Yeah,
Right?
it's fun. But I have to run because dinner's ready. So
Go, go, go.
bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're about ready to wrap up too. Yeah, I don't think I have anything new and exciting to share. I mean, I sort of do, but it's but we are. Have any of you ordered the Advent box?
I pre-order a while back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're starting to get samples and stuff in for that, and so that's exciting, and everything's really beautiful, and we're having instead of tote bags, I did something custom, so we're excited about it.
This is my first Advent of anybody.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm really
I'm
excited.
honored.
Yeah.
I'm honored. We try and make it completely different every year. Like a different configuration, different people involved, that kind of thing. So yeah, so it's fun. And then Halloween box. And then in a couple of weeks, we're going to launch something that I'm calling the band box. And I'm really excited about it. It's to give back to local musicians.
Oh, cool.
I'll feature a different
Near and
band.
dear.
It's going to come, yeah, it's going to come out twice a year based on festivals here in Austin. We'll feature a particular band. They'll get a grant that'll go towards merch support for them. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm working with a band that I just absolutely love. And it was fortuitous because I didn't realize when I heard them on the radio and pulled my car over to make sure that I got the name right, that I'd actually met the lead singer at a 40th birthday party for a mutual friend. And it's just like all of these things have fallen into place, and it inspired me to do this box, which is, it's just such a good fit for just my soul, to be able to give back a little bit, but really just to spend more time around music, you know? So that is going to be coming out the first week of October.
And the yarn in the project is pretty cool too.
It is, yeah. And so so that's happening. And then I feel like we've got some other stuff, but stay tuned. And if you know anybody else that would be into I think people, now that people are out and about, they're not as into the clubs as much. If you know anybody that like wants to give one a try, please tell them about YarnYAY. We are back in gear for sure for fall. And I'm pretty excited about the rest of the year, but make sure to tell a friend. And yeah, I think that's all I got. All right, thank you.
It's small, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy when we get to talk. As much as I love seeing when it's 30, 40 people, everybody's stuff, it's really nice for those of you that we see all the time to get to just catch up, and I love it. So thank you for being here, and I will post all of this within the next couple of days on in the Facebook group. All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.